So there's protests outside Thailand's parliament, and they're demanding the Thai constitution be rewritten and rewritten according to a petition put together by the US government funded NGO, iLaw. Now, I've already covered how iLaw is funded by the US government via the National Endowment for Democracy. I've also covered the NED's board of directors, the actual people directing what the NED does. And it includes people like Elliot Abrams, George Weigel, Scott Carpenter, and Victoria Newland. These are all people who have actively participated in regime change around the globe. They have either supported or participated directly in some of the worst crimes against humanity of the 21st century, the US invasion of Iraq, for example. And this is who iLaw is taking money from. And they're taking that money to help fund things like petitions to rewrite Thailand's highest law, the Constitution. And this is what anti-government protesters are supporting, and this is what Thai opposition parties like Pheu Thai and Move Forward are supporting. But this is the thing about democracy. It is a process of self-determination, determined by the people of Thailand, not determined by Washington, D.C. So if Thai people really supported this, they would support organizations like iLaw, and iLaw wouldn't have to depend entirely on foreign government funding. Yet the Thai people don't support this, and let's be honest, iLaw wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for this US government funding. So there's nothing democratic about anything iLaw is doing in Thailand. And worse still, let's remember that the current constitution was passed in a public referendum with 16 million people voting for it. And here is iLaw waving a petition around with around 100,000 signatures. And we have to remember that iLaw went to every single protest between August and late September. Every protest, big and small, all across the country, and they only managed to collect 100,000 signatures out of a country with almost 70 million people. Their social media presence alone is very impressive. They have over 148,000 followers on Twitter alone, and yet still they only managed to collect 100,000 signatures over the course of an entire month. So what does this say about iLaw and their lack of mandate and their lack of legitimacy? But the fact that all of their funding is coming from foreign governments and governments like the US, this is where the real problem is, because the Constitution of Thailand is the business of the Thai people and the Thai people alone. The UN Charter itself prohibits attacks on another nation's political independence. And a US-funded organization targeting Thailand's constitution is one of the worst sort of attacks on Thailand's political independence there possibly could be. So the final decision made about iLaw and its demands to rewrite the Thai constitution should be based on one simple question. Would the US allow another nation to fund an organization like iLaw to operate within the US, or tolerate a foreign-funded petition to rewrite America's entire constitution? And the answer is obviously no. If the US would never tolerate this being done to them, why should Thailand? Whatever problems there might be with the Thai constitution, the fact that iLaw can operate like this without any sort of consequence seems to be a much bigger problem that should be solved first before constitutional amendments are made that risk being influenced by iLaw and the foreign sponsors funding absolutely everything they do here in Thailand. If you thought this video was helpful, please like and share it. If you subscribe to the channel, that helps a lot, helps the channel grow. And as always, thank you very much for watching.